I think classic film night is just a awesome thing. You get to see movies that people generally don't think of. I mean, they're all like, oh, Transformers is the greatest movie in the world, but really there's a lot more great movies that are made that aren't all in color and stuff and have special effects.
This is something the honors program sponsors because nobody else does. I think it was actually started by a faculty member named Joseph Nichols, who passed away a few years ago. But his idea was that students ought to have an opportunity to watch films that they ordinarily wouldn't see and to be able to discuss them and enjoy them. The idea is doing classic films. We interpret that to mean old movies or really excellent movies that have been made recently. One time we did Minority Report right after it was released on DVD, still a new movie. And Dr. Martins talked about that. He talked about how the movie, deals with things like free agency. You can choose. Occasionally, Sister Buse or Brother Buse will show a foreign film. We showed a German war classic, Das Boot, directed by Wolfgang Petersen, not too long ago. I think even Chitty Chitty Bang Bang showed up once, which was kind of an unusual choice. We've done Hitchcock films, and we've done classics from the golden age of movies, and Zelig, ever heard of that? The Russians are coming, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and a Danish film called Babette's Feast. It was really quite excellent. Dr. Strangelove, and also the Italian film Life is Beautiful. One of the students suggested, why don't we show Star Wars? And I thought, well, everybody's seen that. Star Wars is one of those movies that everybody knows about, and I just assumed everybody's seen it. So he asked a room full of people, how many of you seen Star Wars? We had only 3 hands go up. So we showed Star Wars, we advertised it, and we had a lot of people in the little theater. One girl from China said, I always heard about it, but I never saw the original movie. And they were fascinated by it. They thought, gee, that was a pretty good movie for something that was made so long ago.
I didn't watch very many classic movies, and the few of them that I watched, they're exceptional, and including this one.
I like classic film night mainly because I love being able to see old actors and actresses and how they worked with what they had back then. It's not the same experience watching an older movie than you would watching a new movie, and so I think it's interesting to be able to immerse yourself in that experience, which is so separate from what we get now when we go to the theater.
I just think it's a good and mind-broadening thing for students to watch movies that haven't come out in the last 10 minutes.
I also like kind of seeing the roots of where movies used to be in America, particularly with the kind of genres that they did back then and the kind of acting styles and things like that.
I guess I'd come to another classic movie for sure.